What's going on, everybody? So today we're swapping out some coilovers on the R53 Mini. It had the Rev9 on there before, and just going to go over some noticeable differences between the two, you know, old versus new. Everybody knocks them, MaxSpeedingRods. I've ran them on my cars. I've been happy with them. I see a lot of the Honda boys, they run them on their cars, which I used to be a Honda dude myself. Still am. I love them. Can't beat them. But noticeable differences right out the package. This upper top plate, by far definitely thicker. Looks like maybe a 16th to a 1/8 of an inch thicker. The overall spring, this one has more coils, so it should be heavier duty than, you know, this one. This one, it sounded like, you know, the upper strut mount when they go bad, how they clunk and whatnot. But I'm thinking, because this thing seems pretty tight, I'm thinking it was just bottoming out. Because, I mean, look at the spring difference. That should be like something for the rear. So, overall diameter, just use my micrometer. This is a lot thicker, beefier. So, we're going to get these on and see how they ride. But, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm going to read the instructions just to make sure I get, you know, the spring preload correct. So, there's no room for error or premature wear. Let's get it. So, according to the installation instructions, it says 7 millimeters. It's less than 1/4 of an inch. So, I guess we're gonna unloosen this guy. It's probably already preset, but we're gonna double check. Wow, boy, that baby's, it's got some pressure on it. Here, I'm going to measure from the bottom of the top hat to the bottom of the spring, and I want to compress it in, I don't know, 3/16 to almost 1/4 of an inch. And one thing I'll recommend is checking your big nut on the top that actually holds the top hat to the actual strut or, you know, coilover. So right there, we've got roughly 8 1/4 inches. So I'm gonna crank this in to at least 8 1/16. So I actually took it to about 8 because it still felt kind of loose. So I don't know if they over tightened it from factory, but we got our 8 inches. The spring's tight. Now we just got to tighten our jam nut and get ready for install. Go. Sweet. All right, so now I'm going to measure from the top hat, the top of the plate, to the bottom of the old one. That way we can get a general idea on where to set our new coilover. 17 inches, and that's from top to the bottom. Get this a quick measure. This one's 18 and a heavy 7/8. And I said this one was what, 17? Yep, 17 right on the button. So we need to screw this bad boy in pretty damn far. Wow. Quick measurement. That's 18, which we do need to add about a 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch to commandeer for the different thicknesses. So 17 3/4 is about as far as I can get it. I don't want to totally max it out. Like I said, we don't know how this is going to sit. So let's get this on and get it sitting on its own weight, and then we can make some corrections. All right, so we're actually adjusting and assembling the correct side. Started off with the passenger side, even though I'm working on the driver's side. With that being said, I went ahead. I like to use dielectrical grease for anti-seize. An old timer that I met in Florida, he actually had taught me that. And I looked at him funny at first. I'm like, the more I got to thinking about it, I'm like, you know, only time I've seen dielectrical grease be flawed is when they misuse it on electrical connectors, and then it burns. So ever since that, you know, I use it like anti-seize. Anti-seize, if you notice over time, it'll get clumpy and I don't know, it hardens up. So I don't like it. I use it on some applications, but not all. Had that too, man. And a jack rolled forward underneath the AR. It happens. Take 2 or 3. One thing I say I will like, you guys remember the orange max speeding coilovers? Well, they came with that collar that went around the actual lower portion of the, you know, coilover. You would tie your brake lines and stuff to that too, which is cool because these tabs are welded on like OEM. So kudos to MaxSpeedingRods. That's definitely way nicer. So right now I'm hooking up my sway bar in link. Then we get the wheel on. It's crazy, dude. Like, I knew this side looked like it always sat lower, but man, just sitting here, dude, the weight on it is just unreal. It sits up way higher. Hopefully this thing squishes down at least another inch, because I liked how it sat. I like the fitment of the wheels, and yeah, it'd be nice to have it a little lower, at least an inch or two. So make sure these are tight. The first one I showed in the video, I could unthread it with my hand, so make sure that bad boy is tight. All right, everybody, so that's it for this video. Basically apply that to all four corners and you're golden. So MaxSpeedingRods, thank you. Hopefully these bad boys break in and settle in nice. And I'm curious to see how these T6 coilovers actually feel and ride. With that being said, that's it. Check out my other videos. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.